Hi, so I've had an idea, I'm looking at developing it, and in these early stages I'm trying to assess whether it's worth pursuing or not. I've done a bit of market research, and now what I'm going to do is some competitor research into the product to see whether it is a market that's worth pursuing. Now, someone else has already done it, or someone's existing brand has already started to do similar things to my idea, then it might well be something that's worth dropping. A lot of the big brands have got huge budgets for R&D and advertising and branding that I just can't compete with as someone coming in the industry with a new concept. So I really want to make sure that no one else is kind of doing this before I do too much more work. So it's an ice cream product, and so as such I've been trawling around all the local supermarkets, high-end, low-end, mid-range, trying to find an existing product like mine. I've also done a lot of work kind of online, looking at various smaller kind of ice cream brands, the local brands, some of the brands over in the US, seeing what they're doing. Typed in search terms like innovative new ice creams, all of that kind of stuff. I'm trying desperately basically to find my concept before I spend time, effort, money developing it. And I've found a lot of really interesting stuff. It's been really good actually to see what other brands are doing. Also interesting to see what awards have been won and how those awards have been won. And some of the things I've seen have been like, oh, actually, I could use a little bit of that in my packaging. I really like the way they've done that. Maybe I could do something similar. But the good news is I haven't found anything like what I'm doing, which is kind of hugely reassuring. So I'm going to proceed with the next steps, which is now beginning to look at what it's going to cost me to develop, because I want to know before I go into this. A lot of ideas fail because they get 3/4 of the way to development, they run out of cash, and there's just no way forward. And I'm determined that won't happen to me. And so I want to make sure I've got a good overview of the whole development cost before I get started on anything.